Hello friends, and welcome to Escaping the Mouse with your host, me, Ruck Roll. Alright, I've discovered something in the last couple of vlogs I did. You remember the last two vlogs I did were with me getting the mulch in the front yard and also bringing the pool over to the dump. The remains of the Doughboy pool over to the dump. Both times I kind of noticed that one of the lights on the trailer wasn't working, and I looked at it kind of briefly right before I went to the dump last week, and found out right away I think what the problem is. So today I want to try and fix that. But when I was looking at it, one of the other things I was a little unclear about is how would I replace the bulb if I ever had to do that, because it looks like the bulb is permanently attached inside the fixture. And so I want to take a closer look at that today and figure out what we got to do about that. And who knows, maybe the way the bulbs on these things work is you just got to replace the entire fixture. If that's the case, we're going to have to go over to the company I bought the trailer from and see if we can find that. But like I said, I want to take a closer look at it, see if I can figure out an easier, more efficient way of taking care of this. Now, one of the things I do when it's really hot outside and it's still pretty warm outside is I kind of transform the garage into a little bit more of a comfortable environment. Basically what I do is I open both the doors here, the one going into the kitchen and the one here going into the house, crank up the air conditioner, and then have a fan in the mudroom in there that's blowing cold air out of here. And so it eventually circulates around here, and I can bring the temperature in the garage down about 20 degrees, which makes this a real nice place to work when it's really hot out. So I've wheeled the trailer in here. This is the light that I'm looking at right now, and when I took the light off of the trailer, I noticed right off the bat that one of the wires was broken. So that's clearly something that needs to be dealt with, and I'm actually going to look a little closer about this, see if there's something else I could do, because it looks like the wires that are on here are kind of flimsy. I'm almost halfway thinking I want to rewire the whole thing. And so like I said, it all starts with taking this apart and learning what I can about this. Alright, so I've disconnected the fixture from the trailer. Basically there's two wires that go to it because there's two different lights that are controlled in here. There's a running light and a brake light that goes brighter when you step on it. So you have to actually look at the bulb here. I don't know if you can even see that. There's two filaments inside there, a little one and a big one. And the little one is the running light, and the big one is the brake light or the flasher. So you can get two brightnesses on there, and then there's a little side bulb on there that goes off the same one as the low power one. So like I said, I did manage to get the bulb out of here. I think I destroyed the bulb in the process because the little glass globe is now separated from the brass piece, and that's generally not a good thing. Even though I may not have breached the atmosphere inside there, I may have damaged the wires that go to the filament. So we're probably going to have to go replace one of those. I also noticed that I have a loose wire here in the back, and this is what I first noticed. And I've taken a closer look at this, and I think this is something I can just fix, because it looks like the little clip in there is just a little spring-loaded thing. So if I can get enough push behind it, I ought to be able to get the wire in there and get it connected up pretty well. So hopefully maybe this project will just be a couple bucks for a new bulb. No complaints there, right? Alright, I'm back from the trailer supply place, and while I was able to find a replacement bulb for the trailer, one of the things that really bugged me about this thing is how cheesy this electrical connection is. There's literally just a spring-loaded piece in there, and you jam the wire in there and then push the plate in from the back side, and it kind of clamps it into place. But it doesn't do a very good job considering how easy this wire came out. So while I was there, I kind of looked to see if I could just replace this whole thing entirely. The fact that I had such a difficult time getting the bulb out of there and couldn't even get it out there without separating the glass dome from the metal part. I had thought from the beginning, maybe the point of these is when you replace it, you just replace the whole thing. Well, obviously I did manage to get the bulb out and get some replacement bulbs, but while I was looking around, I saw this, And this looks like almost identical to the same thing I have, except for the fact it's actually got physical wires coming out of the back, versus some clamp thing in here that you do this way. And I'm thinking to myself, you know what, maybe we'll just replace the whole thing, and I would be far more happy with you know, connecting up this wire to these wires over here, and having a good electrical connection, and hopefully finding that I don't run into any problems again with this. And this thing wasn't that expensive. It was about 12 bucks. I said, okay, I'm gonna get the bulbs and I'm gonna get the fixture, and if this works, then we'll work with that. If that doesn't, then we'll make this work, and we'll do something better with this so that it will work better in the future. So I got out of there for about 20 bucks, and one way or another I should be able to make this thing work again. Alright, so I spent a little bit of time. I resoldered on the new connection here, and I decided to turn on the trailer at this point, power it up by connecting it up to the car, and was a little disappointed when I realized it didn't work. And I looked over on the other side of the trailer is working just fine. And then all of a sudden it dawned on me, there's two wires going here, one of them for the running lights and the other one for the super bright brake lights. But with electricity, there's a third connection, there's a ground connection that needs to be made. And I realized, you know why? The reason this isn't working is because the ground in this case is connected to the trailer. And this thing isn't connected to the trailer. So until I plug it into the trailer and it actually makes contact with the ground on the trailer, we're not going to get any lights. And so the second I make contact with the trailer, the lights work. So I think we're looking pretty good. I'm going to hook this thing up. Actually going to put the shrink wrap on the wire first, kind of push it into the hole a little bit here, because it kind of goes into the trailer frame right there, and so that kind of keeps it out of the way. But I think we pretty much got this thing. Alright, so we got that done. It's all buttoned up, back together. This actually turned out to be a lot easier of a project than I thought it would be. I was concerned about, you know, what I might have to do to make this work, but that was actually the right way to do it. I did get a set of the bulbs too, but you know what? I like having the new fixture with the good electrical connection. I'm halfway thinking about going over to the trailer place and getting another one for this side and doing the same thing, because like I said, the connection on the other side there was not a very good connection. I didn't think it was going to last long, and honestly it was the reason the trailer light wasn't going on to begin with, because it wasn't the bulb was bad. The bulb, actually, I tested it, the bulb was good. Even though I separated the metal from the glass on there, it was still in good shape. I had good continuity across everything I should, but I like this thing a lot better, and like I said, I may go back and get another one and just do the other side too, so that they're both good. But anyway, we got that one wrapped up. I hope you enjoyed that, maybe learned a thing or two about this kind of stuff. And other than that, I think that's all I have for today. So thank you as always for watching, and I'll see you next time on Escaping the Mouse. Good night.